Hey guys, this is going to be the portion where I go through the monitoring progress. You're going to see me go through this a little bit faster. I'm going to try and explain it how you should be thinking it at your full speed. So if you have negative 3x squared equals negative 75. I'm not going to write everything out now. You should be able to see x was squared, then multiplied by negative 3. So to get this by itself, I'm going to divide both sides by negative 3. I'm left with x squared equals positive 25. Now I'm going to square root both sides because that's the opposite of squaring. X equals, since I introduced the square root, positive negative 5. Now it's going to take you time, but that's really how fast you could be at this, hopefully by the end of this lesson. Okay? Now I'm going to look at the next one. Ooh, I lost my view. Sorry about that. So it's x squared plus 12 equals 10. I see x was squared, then added by 12, so I'll undo everything. The first thing I have to do is subtract 12. I'm left with x squared equals negative 2. Right now, this should tell you you have a problem. Nothing squared can be a negative because everything squared is positive. You can look at this right now and tell me you have no solution, or you can go through the steps and square root both sides, and then say x equals, then actually take your calculator if you need to, and take the square root of negative 2, and you'll see it tells you you have an error. So when you start seeing an error, that's going to tell you, no solution or empty set. Okay? I apologize. I don't know why. Sometimes, like I said, this gets goofy and it just decides that it wants to blank. And believe me, I've looked it up to try to fix it. I cannot figure out how to fix the autofocus. If any of you guys, I'll give a bonus point to the first person that can figure out how to tell me how to fix it. I've looked everywhere. All right, so number 3 in monitoring progress. It is 4x squared minus 15 equals negative 15. So I look at this. First it was x, then it was squared, then it was multiplied by 4, then they subtracted 15 to get negative 15. So my first step will be adding 15 to both sides. I'm left with 4x squared equals 0. Now I have to divide both sides by 4 because first it was squared, then multiplied by 4. So I'm left with x squared equals 0. Square root both sides. X equals 0. Because remember, positive negative 0 is 0. Okay. Now we're on to number 4. X plus 7, the whole thing squared equals 0. So now if you just go through inverse operations, first it was x, then they added 7, then the whole thing got squared. So hopefully now you can see the first step here is square root both sides. Okay, well, the square root of anything squares itself, so I'm at x plus 7 equals, the square root of 0 is 0. Now all I have to do is subtract 7 from both sides. X equals negative 7. Okay? So I hope these explanations are helping. Don't worry, I'm going to do the last two, but I don't want it to get cut off. So I am going to save those last two for the final clip.